pause on me. Pause on me just to say a couple of thank yous, Peter, everybody. It's all been said before, but we really do mean it. I was given the little job of going through some old fixtures and results, and just a couple of numbers that might or might not be of interest. I hope they will. First fixture here was 1974. 1977 there was no fixture, but there were two in 1978. I only mention this because somebody is going to try and add the numbers up and it won't come to 35. 1986, some of you might remember when it snowed. Huge joy. You remember trying to top the kitty up on the boat coming over? Say 35 fixtures. The overall results as I get them are 11 to Guernsey, 23 to us, whatever we happen to call ourselves, and there's been one draw. Something I think is slightly more interesting, overall, if you added all the sets up, over all the years, you've Guernsey at 1,340, and us at 1,683. So, overall those games, there's not a vast difference, is there? Anyway, that's where we are. Thank you once again on behalf of my team, and thanks for supporting me. Over to Michael for the views of our historian.
The two lads have said all the thank yous. I'd like to endorse that if I may. It was great out there, the professional approach you put on tonight. It was really nice for the umpiring and the score, overall team score at the end of each table. It was really interesting, so we keep tracks of one another. Ken suggested I do 5 minutes of reminiscing. Well, 1974, the first year we came here, was quite significant in my life because I married Barbara that year. So there's two constants in my life at the moment, Barbara and Guernsey, and I'm still with them. So that's great. Yeah, we actually had our honeymoon here in Guernsey at the Hotel de Havilland, and sadly I had bronchitis at the time, which wasn't a very sensible thing to do, but never mind. And I was back again in November to take up the cudgels with you good people, and it's been great ever since. And there's been some interesting things down the years, of course. We've all lost some of our well-respected friends, and sadly, if those of you who don't know, we lost another one this year in Barclays. Betty Macmillan died in August, those you remember. She was a great supporter of us, and it was very sad that she went. She did have a pretty sad time at the end, but anyway, our thoughts were with her at the time, and will continue to be with her, as in some of the people that I see in these photographs. I see Dave Rehoy, bless him, was here. Had some super battles with Dave over the years, and one of our young lads there, Mark Edwards, who died in his 40s, was it? 20s. Not good, but I actually had black hair. Here, I think it looks black anyway. It might be the photograph. Webby was saying he had a bad crossing today. He had nothing on Saturdays, I'll tell you. I actually went up for a drink on Saturday, left Barbara in the cabin, and I got up from the bar. Good God, what am I doing up here? The sea was so wild, it was unbelievable. I had a pint, the ship lurched, I grabbed the pint, not realising it was plastic. Whoosh! Up it went, smothered me, the bar, and God knows what else.
But he drank it before it hit the floor.
There's also a girl in here, not many of you remember her, Christine Hunt. Her sister was a really top-class player, but Christine wasn't bad either. Her sister was highly ranked in England. But all I will say about Christine is, if I may, one or two will remember, and I'm not going to develop further on it, but what she couldn't do with a broomstick, Kitchener tried to emulate her and failed miserably, but they were good days, and when we stayed in the OGH, and particularly that one where we got snowed in, when Ken's already mentioned it, but Guernsey came to a halt that weekend, and We sadly had to stay in the bar for 3 days, but that's another story. But personally, I've met and made so many friends, not only from my own team, but also from Guernsey, and I do appreciate that and will long cherish it. I've got this proud thing that I keep on about from time to time. I've managed to do every trip to this island, and I hope I'll still be able to come. It might be on a Zimmer frame or a wheelchair, but I will try and be here for the future. And so anyway, it's great, and I mean, I'm still battling and losing to Peter Powell.
Aren't we all?
But it really is great. I don't know much else in terms of reminiscing highlights. I mean, we've done some crazy things while we've been over here, go-karting and stuff like that.
Don't mention the cards.
Oh, we can't.
No, don't mention the
Don't
cards.
mention Well, I will tell you one little story. It doesn't relate to Guernsey. But when we first came to the Channel Islands, to the other place, whose name I shan't mention, we came out on the Friday night. I think we were on the Caesarea, those of you old enough to remember the old ship, when everything was good and there was silver service in the restaurant and all the rest of it, instead of smash and grab. And we had overnight on that on a Friday from London, with cabins, full board in the Pomodore, and lunch on the ship going home and back to London. This was in 1967, you've got to remember. Now, has anybody got to take a stab at how much that cost us? £12.50. The lot, in a 4-star hotel as well. But mind you, that was probably a week's wage in those days, so it was a lot of money. But anyway, I've loved every minute of coming out, Derek, of Guernsey with all these mates of mine. We were men only at one time, chauvinist pigs.
Yeah, those were the days.
And then suddenly we thought we'd better invite the ladies, and probably, if I'm honest, they've been the strength in winning matches right
Someone had
over
to
the
do the
years.
catering.
What a treat.
But anyway, look forward to seeing you again next year. The dates are in place, so thanks all very much, and enjoy the rest.